All right, let's see what's on the menu for today. These are your pair of Doc Martens with a steel toe boots. Now, as you guys can see, the customer's got some big issues on the heels. Now, I'm going to do my best to fix what we have here, but you got to ultimately, make sure that either you go see your podiatrist or a doctor, to see what the actual problem is with your ankle, because this is not good for your back or your ankle or anything. So you got to be careful of that. Now, I know that these are your industrial boots, but we're going to change them around just a little bit, make them more of a outdoorsy, just full of words today. All right, so let's see what we have on our menu for today. We have a pair of Doc Martens industrial safety toe boots. It's got the steel toe in it. Now the customer's got some serious issues going on here. I'll do my best to try to fix what the problem is on the boots, but you gotta, really go see the doctor. This is what you call struggling to get started. Try that again. Jesus, it's not my day today. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Stay still. Come on, man. Damn. All right, let's see what we have on our menu for today. We've got a pair of Doc Martens industrial steel toe boots. Now the customer wanted to change these around a little bit. We're going to take out the plastic welt that's on there that the manufacturer puts on, and we're going to change the soles to lug soles, leather. All right, last time. All right, let's see what we have on our menu for today. It is a pair of Doc Martens safety toe boots. It's got a steel toe in it. Now the customer wants to change it around a little bit. We're going to add the leather split welt. We're going to put yellow stitches on it, very similar to what you have here, but not the same. I'll explain to you guys a little later. And we're going to put lug soles on, leather midsoles, metal shanks, and we're going to change the footbed. You've got fiberboard footbed, not very good, unfortunately. We're going to change that into leather. Now he's got some big issues on the back of the heels. We're going to fix that too. We're going to structurally put a heel counter in there, a leather heel counter along with a synthetic heel counter to give it some nice support, and change the heel lining and clean them up, make them look a lot better than what they are now. All right, let's get started. All right, welcome back. Today's project is a pair of Doc Marten steel toe boots. Now, as you can see, that this is not a very good way of wearing boots. It's not good for your ankles. It's not healthy at all. When that happens, we gotta fix that, or there's a bigger issue that you gotta take care of before it gets to this level. Now, once this comes apart, we're going to fix the heel counter, straighten that out, and we're going to put a leather split welt, midsoles. I don't even know what soles it is now because I don't have the fuck. All right, let's see what's on the menu for today. These are your, oh, damn it, I forgot the name of it. Jesus Christ. All right, so what do I have on today? These are my brand new Parkhurst boots. Main outfit is in Buffalo, New York. They also have a manufacturer in Spain. This particular one was made in Spain. Very good quality boots. I like it. Also, I didn't have a matching belt. So what's a guy to do when you don't have a matching belt? Well, you make one. No, I don't make belts anymore. I just found something that would match that, right? It's just your basic 2 pieces of leather stitched together, and really that's about it. The color of the leather started out as that. This is the back of that smooth leather, right? So I touched it up with a little bit of color to match that belt, match the boots as best as I can. Now, this is not a Parkhurst collaboration at all, okay? They didn't sponsor this video at all. I just got these boots last week and I like them. I've been wearing them for a couple days now, and I just wanted to show you guys what I'm wearing. That's all, okay? So let me show you guys inside. See how the footbed has sunken in right there? That's the gemming. The gemming is part of the footbed that the welt is attached to. That's just kind of sunk in there. And look at the back piece here. This is the heel lining. That's all gone. So there's no structural support. That's why his ankle went to the outside like that. We're going to fix all that. Now, I know I'm going to get some hate for this, right? Because we're converting an awesome company's style of... Now, I know I'm going to get some static for this job, right? I know that there are diehard Doc Marten fans who love this outsole like that. See the thread showing from the exterior of the soles. Now, most of the time, whenever we sew a Goodyear welt, the Goodyear welt stitch is hidden inside, and then the outsole stitch is here. But this is, now the only thing I don't like about this is that it's plastic, right? It's plastic welt. And over time, that falls apart. There's not much you can do with that when that happens. You've got to replace it. So what we're going to replace it with is, we're going to replace it with a split leather. Okay, I'm going to put a yellow stitch on the vertical part and another yellow stitch on the outsole stitch part. This way it'll pay kind of homage to what it used to look like. But now basically what we're going to do, we're going to cut these threads and the sole should come off completely. All right, let's continue. Voila! Okay, let's take a look at what we have. Garbage. 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 You know, sometimes I get questions asked if we can remove the steel toe, right? I mean, if you don't take it apart to this level, it's difficult to remove the steel toe. It's not that simple. You've got to go down to the core base when they attach the steel toe, disassemble it to that, you know, stage of the boot making. Then you can remove it, then reassemble everything back. So for those of you who are wondering if you could just remove the steel toe, it's not that simple. Yeah, it can be done, of course, but it's not as simple as you think. Like I was saying, the interior, the heel liner's all shot. That's got to be replaced. This is all nylon. There's no leather inside. None whatsoever. Well, except for the heel liner. It's not very good quality, unfortunately. But you know what? We're going to be upgrading this and making it more Americanized. Good collaboration between the British and the Americans. Now, sometimes you guys may see me stitching on the gemming to the footbed. This is the reason I do that. You see how the gemming has come off the edge? That's why the boot kind of shifted to the right, which is not good for the foot, right? So it's got the new footbed, leather footbed, 7/8 ounce leather, okay? Got new gemming there, and I've stitched that gemming. Also, I stitched it twice around the heel area. You guys see that? One on the inside part, one on the outside part. So this is going to give it much more structural support than what this paper footbed did. All right, let's continue. This is their heel counter. Okay. Now we're going to do that in two parts. Mr. Reza, how are you?
How you feel?
I feel good. Well, I'd feel better if I had coffee.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, buddy. So this is the heel counter. So we're going to do it in two parts, okay? We have these two layers here. From the inside, you feel a little bit of a offset right there, right? So what I'm going to do, the smaller part right here, I'm going to use a synthetic, and then another part, a larger piece that's going to cover that. It's going to be made out of leather on the inside. I think this customer needs both of those, especially on the right boot, to give it some structural support so his ankle doesn't turn. All right, let's continue. This is Celastic is what it's called. Basically, when you heat this up, it gets very soft, and once it dries, once it cools down, it becomes pretty hard. So this is one layer of the heel counter that I'm going to put on there. I'm smelling coffee. Mr. Reza, you got the coffee going? Uh-oh. Let's go check out what Mr. Reza's doing. Oh my goodness. Mr. Reza, good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Have some coffee.
This is my barista, Mr. Reza. Man, that looks good. That smells better. All right, let's continue.
Only use as much as you're comfortable, like pouring out when you're done. Then I'm gonna just take Boundary soap.
Okay. So as I was taking the boot apart, I noticed that there was a very thin spot right here. It looks like it was worn down and somebody polished over it, but unfortunately it is very thin. I'm afraid I might go through. And putting all this work into it, leaving that is a bad mistake, because if he wears it a couple times, it starts poking a hole through, you're stuck. You got to take the whole boot apart to get to it. Since I've got it apart, I might as well replace it. I noticed there was some cracks on the toe here anyway. So this is where we stand as of right now. Got a fresh new toe. We've got the footbed in there. Condition the uppers, clean it up. I've got the heel counter in. Can't see it. It's that leather piece right there. But I'm going to still show you guys how I did that on this particular one so we understand how it works structurally. All right, let's continue. I heated it and I shaped it in the back of this last. And now we get to just glue it in there. And then have the other leather piece, larger piece, on top of it, give it some structural support. Once it gets done, it'll be real nice. Good morning, Beto's Leatherworks. Can I help you? Okay, I keep hearing the phone ringing. I'm sorry? All right, where was I? Bless you, Rosa. Bless you. So we're going to let this dry, and once it's dry, we can have that'll be nice heel counter. Nice. Let's continue. Yeah, buddy.
2 polish, 3 pair.
Just put 18 up here, that's fine. So we've got the heel counter in. First we put the synthetic heel counter, and then a larger piece heel counter all the way around to give him some support in the back. I gotta work on my hammering habits. All right, let's continue. All right, so we're making progress. We've got our heel counters in. I put 2 stitches on the back quarters here, stitching everything together. Replaced the heel liner, a little dark here. This is the new heel liner there. It's a lot heavier leather than what was on there before. And now we get to work on the toe piece there and then reassemble it. All right, let's continue. All right, so we've got our toe piece in. We've got our footbed in there. We've stitched everything together temporarily to make sure it's the right position. And now we're going to start re-welting it. And then midsole, soles, cleaning up, dye the uppers, and we'll be ready to go. All right, let's continue. We are continuing our project. This project was about $700. A lot of details. It's not just a matter of just replacing the soles. Structurally, there were a lot of issues that I had to deal with. But we're getting there. Slowly but surely. So today's PSA of the day is... Today's PSA of the day. That sound right? PSA of the day. Always drink downstream from the herd. Always drink downstream from the herd. No. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Always drink upstream from the herd. Oh my God. It's too early, man. My brain is in a fog. Yes, always drink upstream from a herd. So what we're doing here, we are sewing the welt on. This is the last process. Once we get this done, we can put our soles, or leather, well, we'll call that a leather midsole, and then the Vibram 100 soles. This was a bit pain to replace that toe piece. That metal toe, man, it's hard to deal with, you know, but has to be there structurally. So I won't bore you guys with me stitching the welt on. After I come back, I'll have the leather midsole on, ready for stitching. Of course. Why would we not run out of thread? Ah, I thought that bobbin was full. Damn it. Okay, I guess I gotta fill the bobbin. Ugh. Let's continue. Another PSA of the day. Always check your bobbin to see how full it is before you start stitching. I can't believe I ran out of thread. Now we got to continue this thread, the new stitching, so it looks, you know, uniform. You can't really tell where it started, where it began. This is a big boot. I will clean that up there and you'll never know where it started or where it ended. All right, let's continue. All right, y'all know what time it is. It's hammer time. Why do you guys like that so much? This sucker is huge, man. Wow. The glass is not balanced. What the heck is going on here?
Oh.
So stuck underneath. This is barely gonna fit. The width is so wide. Wow. I don't think that's gonna work. Damn it. I gotta re-glue it, re-sand it. So I'm just checking, making sure the sizes is gonna work. It's just right on the edge. All right, let's start over. It's not hammer time. All right, so let's try this again. Oh my God, how nerve-wracking. It's just positioning the damn sole on. This is my vintage sole press. Basically, you screw this down, it hits this metal last, it pushes down to the base, secures the soles on, and we'll just leave it there for a little while. And that sole is not going anywhere. All right, let's continue. All right, I've got a special friend of mine that stopped by, which I haven't seen in a few years. We go back, how many years? 25? More than that, Louis. We go back, oh no, I'd say about a good 30 years. About 30 years, I'd say, maybe more. So ever since high school, I'd say. So he hasn't been around for a while because he moved out of town, and he just came visit me. And he brought some shoes of his own to polish up. So he used to work with me all the time, but no longer he does. But he just came in to hang out and polish his own shoes. So this guy, crazy guy. Come here, Lou. Say hi to everybody.
Hello.
This is well, introduce yourself. What's your full
My name
name?
is Louis Rector.
Louis, is it a third, second?
First.
First and only. So what's your nickname?
Lou Bug.
What else you got? Nicknames? Lulu?
Lulu. Little Louie.
Little Louie? That's good enough. So Louie's been around for a long time in Falls Church, and now you live in Alexandria.
Yes.
So he doesn't. Don't give me the address now. We don't want girls visiting you now. Come on, stop
No,
that.
sir.
So he hasn't been around the shop here too long, but he came by to hang out for a little bit. So we're just gonna hang out and enjoy ourselves, talk about some old friends, old times, and maybe smoke a cigar. What you got there in your pocket? Where's your cigar?
I don't have
You
it
left
today.
outside? All right, we'll find one. All right, let's continue. All right, welcome back. We're done with another project. Now, anytime you look at a pair of boots that's been resoled, most of the videos you'll see are replacing soles and replacing the welt on them. This one was a little bit more detailed work than your normal repair. The cap toe got replaced. The heel counters were just falling over on the right one. We doubled over with that stiffener inside to give it some structural support. We replaced the heel liner. We replaced the footbed with a leather footbed. It was unfortunate, it was a fiberboard. Now, Doc Martens been around for a long time. They're a brand name. Unfortunately, it's not top of the line material that they use. So majority of the bad material, well, inferior material I should say, was removed and we replaced it. So I call this Americanizing a pair of British made boots. I think with everything that we added on there, he should have many years of wear, and I think he'll be happy once he gets them back. Now, we put the Vibram 100 soles matching heels with a leather heel base. This kind of changed the boot around from what it was, and that's what the customer ordered. Now, I know some of you guys die-hard Doc Marten fans are going to say, "Hey man, that's not even a Doc Marten boot anymore." You know what? Maybe you're right, but it's not your boot. It's the customer's boot. It's what he wanted, and that's what he got. If you have something, don't do it the way I did this one. Do it the way you want to do it. Some people will do it with the original soles and keep everything original. Now, that's just another way of doing it. Some people will do it with original soles. Trent and Heath did a pair a couple of weeks ago where they replaced the soles with the original soles. That's an option. This is another option. So this is what the customer wanted, and that's what we gave him. All right, well, thank you very much for joining me. I appreciate it. Thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell button for notification. And every time I upload a video, that way you'll get notified. All right, thanks again. We'll see you guys again on the next project. Take care.